A series of developments involving the Trump administration has sparked fresh debate in Washington, with legal battles, foreign policy challenges, and economic concerns all drawing national attention. One of the biggest legal stories centers on a federal court ruling involving records connected to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Attorney and Midas Touch Network host Katie Fang announced that a federal judge ordered the Justice Department to move forward with producing additional documents and a privilege log explaining any withheld materials. The administration is expected to challenge the decision, meaning the legal fight is likely to continue in higher courts. Supporters of the ruling describe it as an important step toward greater government transparency, while administration officials are expected to argue that legal protections and ongoing review processes justify withholding certain records. The outcome of the appeal could have significant implications for future public records requests involving the federal government. Meanwhile, international attention remains focused on tensions in the Middle East. Reports indicate that Iran has increased enforcement measures in the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most strategically important shipping routes. Maritime advisories have warned commercial vessels to carefully follow navigation instructions while passing through the region after an incident involving a commercial cargo ship raised new concerns about security. The situation has renewed questions about stability in global energy markets, since any disruption in the Strait of Hormuz can affect international oil supplies and transportation costs. Critics argue that recent U.S. diplomatic efforts have struggled to reassure regional allies, while administration officials continue to insist that they remain committed to maintaining stability and protecting international shipping lanes. Economic issues are also becoming a major focus. New inflation data has fueled concerns that Americans continue to face rising costs for everyday goods and services. Analysts point to higher prices affecting groceries, technology products, and household expenses, while several major companies have announced price increases across various product lines. Economists remain divided over the causes of persistent inflation. Some argue that tariffs, global supply chain pressures, and geopolitical uncertainty continue to drive prices higher, while others believe inflation could gradually moderate if market conditions improve. For many households, however, affordability remains one of the most important issues heading into the next election cycle. Political debate has also intensified over congressional priorities. Some lawmakers have criticized delays involving bipartisan legislation addressing housing affordability, arguing that measures designed to expand housing opportunities deserve immediate attention regardless of broader political disagreements. Others contend that election security legislation should receive priority before additional domestic policy initiatives move forward. These competing priorities have contributed to growing tensions inside Congress, with lawmakers from both parties expressing frustration over stalled legislative efforts. At the same time, questions continue surrounding America's role overseas. Foreign policy experts remain divided over the administration's approach to conflicts in the Middle East and broader regional diplomacy. Some argue that stronger negotiations are needed to reduce tensions, while others believe maintaining military deterrence remains essential for long-term stability. Public opinion polls suggest that economic issues continue to rank above foreign policy for many American voters, although international developments still influence perceptions of presidential leadership. As Washington debates these issues, analysts say transparency, economic performance, and national security are likely to dominate political conversations throughout the coming months. With ongoing court cases, international negotiations, and economic uncertainty all unfolding simultaneously, both parties are expected to use these developments to shape their messaging ahead of future elections. For now, voters continue watching closely as legal proceedings move forward, lawmakers negotiate competing priorities, and global events test American leadership on the world stage. You're listening to our National Affairs Bulletin. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more national and international news throughout the day.